Ooh. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Hello. So much is going on. I feel like every day I come here, there's 10 new topics to talk about on the conflict. Every day. But I think today I kind of want to talk about the mines. I want to talk about the mines. Hi, Prezzo. Talking about the conflict in DRC. If you'd like to come up and be on the panel and give your 2 cents on how you think we can solve it, you can send me a request if you want to join. But primarily solutions. We're not here bashing the administration. Just like what we think could work. The structure that we take normally is the short term, the medium term, and the long term. But I kind of wanted to throw it out there for people today to talk about the mines specifically. I think a big tool for us and what will be effective for us when navigating this conflict is if we all are well informed. And so I want to talk a little bit about the mines today because we've seen a lot of the ops, for lack of a better word, saying that they have mines in their country as well. And I want to kind of talk about that so we can debunk that theory whenever we are presented with that by other people. So for those of you who have not watched the CNN interview, Paul Kagame openly invited CNN to go and visit the mines. Sorry, I'm getting invitations. Paul Kagame openly invited CNN to go and visit the mines that they have in their country. And I, for one, am very, very excited about that invitation. And I wonder if he's going to make good on it. Because Rwanda is one of the world's biggest exporters of minerals that many people, much smarter than me, have said are not found in their country. Now, I tried to Google today. I tried to Google mines in Rwanda, and I was unable to find conclusive information. And so I would like to know if anyone else has had the same experience. If you have, please hop on, because I would like to understand how we are openly being gaslit by a dictator about mines, because the data does not exist. So if anyone has anything to contribute to that topic, I would love to hear what you have to say. Welcome, Alex. Are you a Congolese? Yes, I am. I am a Congolese. I just so happen to have been born in the United States, but both my parents are Congolese. In fact, they're the Congolese who have been impacted by this the most. 90% of my family still lives in that region in the eastern part of Congo because that is where our tribe is from. Someone says, sis, go live. Go live where? I'm live right now. You're telling me to go to the mines live? I would I would fear for my life at this moment, because I feel like going to the mines is it's a secret code for getting unalived by their administration. Because every time I post about show me the mines, people say, come, I'll take you on a personal tour. And that sounds like a threat to me. So I personally will not be going to the mines, but I hope that somebody does. Have you ever been in DRC? Several times. I am one on Boca. I go to Congo as much as I can. Obviously, I still work here in the United States, and I have to pay bills for the place that I live. So going on trips can be a bit of a, you have to save up for that kind of stuff. So I don't go as much as I would want to go. Someone is saying the wife of Kagame is Mutetela. Huh? I don't know what you're trying to say there. But for those of you who are just joining, because a lot of other people have joined, I would like to discuss the mines that we have in Congo. Do you think about relocating to DRC one day? if I could make a living for myself and live comfortably, I would move to Congo. Absolutely. I think I have a little bit of a barrier that most people don't, or a lot of other people don't have. I'm not really good in French. I can understand, but speaking in French is quite difficult for me. And so that's one of the barriers to entry for me for a lot of business opportunities in the country. Okay, I have a guest, someone who wants to join. And I also see someone saying free Mulenge. I don't necessarily need this live to be about that. I do think, however, that the narrative about the Mulenge people is being used as a tool. I value human rights wherever you fall on the border, whatever tribe you may fall in. But I definitely think that this specific tribe and this specific narrative is being used to distract us as Congolese people. It's being used to divide us as Congolese people. And it mimics very much so the rhetoric that we saw in 1994 during the Rwandan genocide. And so the Mulenge language, I don't want to give it a platform to talk about it because I fully recognize or will understand when people are being marginalized or harmed. But I think very much so that this particular situation is being used as a tool, specifically because I have family in the region. So what I'm being told from the people who are on the ground and what is being sold as a narrative online or by people who are trying to push a specific agenda are not matching. I see some comments going through about people saying what they want to say about it, but I don't want to give it a platform. So instead, let's talk about the things that actually matter. Like, where are your mines? Where are the mines in Rwanda? Please, someone explain to me where the mines are in Rwanda. I have been Googling, okay? I've been Googling for the past 2 hours. That's why I'm 30 minutes late, because I was like, you know what? I really want to talk about the mines today, but I can't find them. Isn't that something? So if anyone has any information on where these mines are in Rwanda, I would love to know. In Rwanda, people believe the DRC is their enemy. Isn't that crazy that the ones who are saying that we are out to get them actively look at us as a threat? But I mean, if I sat on the world's biggest reserve of natural resources, I mean, if I didn't sit here, I think I would look at Congo as a threat also. So it makes a lot of sense. C'est plutôt le contraire. I never seen that. Okay, so the question is still there. Where are the mines? Where are they? I've been Googling. I will tell you what I found from my Google search, and we will discuss together whether or not we are believing this. So I found from my Google search that they have a Gatumba mining district. Okay? Gatumba mining district is in Rwanda. It's about 50 miles west of Kigali. Now, I went into the geological map of this area. And coltan isn't on here. So you might have a mine in Rwanda, but that mine isn't producing coltan. They do have a mine. I'm agreeing to that. They have a mine. But if you look at the geological map, the resources that are found in that mine don't match up to their exports. Can we talk about that? Somebody want to talk about that? I see a lot of comments about me wanting me to speak Lingala, but the purpose of this live is to educate people in English. Heroes wear boots. You said please. Are you talking about please let's talk about it? Yeah, let's talk about it. Because I for one, I think we're spending all of our energy and spinning our wheels talking about the wrong things. We're talking about the wrong things. Black Man 21 is saying, or Black Manzi is saying, why would it be called a coltan mine? That's what I'm asking. It doesn't make sense to me. If one of you can get up here and explain it to me, I will gladly have you on my platform, because I'm genuinely not understanding. Sarah, you're saying I'm not Congolese? I'm Congolese. I'm a Nande. I'm Congolese. So I'm on your side here. But what I want to know is I want to ask the Rwandese people specifically to explain to us the mine situation. Like, can you point out on a map where the mines that you speak of are? Because that's what I want. So I'm willing to accept an invite from a Rwandese person or from a Mulenge who would like to point out to me where the mines are. Why is Rwanda backing insurgency? Great question. Hello. Yeah, I mean, but it's simple as that. No one has sent me a request, just so everyone's clear. A lot of them are in the comments, but no one's saying anything. No one is willing to get up here and be brave enough to show us where the mines are. Are you neutral in this situation, or are you to the side you're trying to teach? I am not neutral in this situation whatsoever. I stand 10 toes down with my country, the Democratic Republic of Congo. And I want to ask these trolls who are in the comments from the other side if they can explain to me where the mines are. You're telling me not to give them a platform. I'm not giving them a platform to spew the other narrative that they want us to talk about. I want them to show us where the mines are on the map. Because I've been Googling. I've been researching. The only mines that I found don't produce coltan. So now I'm extra confused. And they keep saying that we're uneducated, so I want them to educate us. But I guarantee you they won't. I guarantee you they won't want to hop on here and tell us where the mines are, because they don't even know where the mines are. Someone said they got no mines, even those on Google are fake. You know, I thought that. So I was like, you know what? Let me look at this mine. I Googled it. Where are the mines in Rwanda, right? It said the mines are in the Gatumba Gorerero District, Western Province of Rwanda. So I Googled it. I literally put it into Google Maps. Like, hey, where's this province? Inconclusive. They can't find it. Then I Googled just the Gatumba, that area. One of them came up that it was in Burundi. So I said, okay, so is the mine in Burundi? Because that's still not Rwanda. So are you looting from Burundi too? Okay, gave him the benefit of the doubt. I kept Googling. I found a map, right? The geological map of Gatumba, right? Here, showing you my sources. Found a map. And it's from ResearchGate, okay? So I'm looking, I'm reading through, and all that I come across are different minerals. No coltan. So I'm here pleading, begging one of you who are fighting for this injustice to show me where the mines are. What's going on with the mines? I'm glad you brought it up, because I've been dying to talk about it. So for those of you, thank you. Gatumba's in Burundi. Thank you. For those of you who are just joining us today, right? On February 3rd, Paul Kagame was interviewed by CNN. And in that interview, he said that Rwanda has their own mines and that he would show the world where the coltan is being produced. Since then, I've been obsessed. I've been obsessed with trying to find out where these mines are on the map so that when they feed me this interview, I can verify if it's true or not. Because I'm like, okay, I want to be prepped. I want to have some knowledge. I want to know what's going on before the interview comes out so that I can be really quick to react to it once it comes out. Okay? So I've been doing research. I've been searching. I've been trying to locate these mines on the map. And I can't even find them on the map. Yet everybody in my comments on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok here is saying, oh, we have the mines, why don't you come and see them? Which I am now considering as a threat, just to be clear. And so I said, why don't I get online today and have one of them explain to me where the mines are? Have one of them explain to me where they are exactly and what the capacity is of those mines. Let me read some of these comments. So, there's no mines in Gatumba. I was born there and grew up there. So, Pen, thank you so much for that real life experience, because I'm starting to believe the mines don't exist. But us Congolese need to stay focused because they are supported by all these big different countries, including, I'm assuming, the West, the U.S. and Paris. That's what you were saying. I'm from Goma. The resources they have are milk, tea, tourism, and activities. Isn't it more important to consider who owns the mines rather than where they are located? No, only because for the sake of this conversation, I just want to understand. Because, one, right? Their soldiers are in our country. And they keep saying, no, we don't have soldiers in your country. I mean, Kagame flat out said, I don't know where my soldiers are. I don't know where they're at, right? And then he keeps saying that he needs to protect Rwanda and its borders. And he needs to protect Rwanda's interests. So then I'm like, that's weird. What are your interests? Clearly it's the mines. But if the mines were in Rwanda, you wouldn't be in Congo protecting your interests. So I'm just trying to figure out where their Rwandan mines are, because right now they're at the Congolese ones. Okay, thank you for that comment of saying if I Google, you'll find that there are 360 active mines. I found that, but none of them produce coltan. And if they do, I could be wrong. That's why I'm here. I want you guys to educate me. Tell me, somebody get on here, be brave enough to get on here and school me. Educate me. That's what I want. Send your requests. But so far, not a one has asked me. But every other time that I get on live and I open the forum and I start talking about, I want to start talking about other things. The topic of tribalism, the topic of the conflict that's going on, the topic of M23 being Congolese or not. I get tons of requests. But I'm asking you guys a simple question and nobody wants to come up. None of the ops want to come up. I'm not Congolese? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. How do I join the FARDC? I don't know. Special, I'm very intentional about the questions that I'm asking them. I want them to tell me where the mines are. Because everybody's over here trigger fingers in my comments. Say it with your chest, okay? Say it with your chest. Everybody's trigger fingers in the comments. But when you want someone to get up here and actually talk about what's going on, all they point to is Tutsi. Someone says, why the F you want to know where the mine's at, ho? Because I would like to understand. I don't want to be ignorant. I want to be in the know. I want to understand. Banyamulenge used to do milk trades in Congo. They used to sell milk to us. Cool. Okay, M. You keep calling Tutsi. Oh, great question. What do I think about the new victimization campaign? I kind of talked about this earlier. And I said, well, I realize what they're doing. They can't answer the tough questions. So they're putting us back in this bondage that they want to put us in. Yeah, Special, they will have no answer. But that is a great thing. That is a great thing. Kay Gideon, I understand that not all Congolese speak English, but the purpose of my platform specifically is to reach those who do speak English, who either one, may not know what's going on, or two, would like to be able to spread awareness that can't, because they can't understand the other languages that we speak. Am I from Congo? I personally was born in California, but both of my parents are from the eastern region of Congo, from Beni Butembo area to be specific, and I am a Nande. I am accepting requests, but someone is telling me that people can't request. Hold Hopefully you can. So y'all decide M23 was fighting for always belonged to Tutsis and the Kinshasa people are greedy. Wendy, not Williams. I'm confused by your statement. Would you like to rephrase it? I can't spread awareness if I don't have reliable information. Exactly. So I'm trying to spread awareness to my Congolese people and tell them that Rwanda has minds of their own, but I can't find reliable information and no one can explain it to me. Strange, isn't it? You are aware, Kay Gideon, that people can live outside of Congo. That's why I speak English. Just not sure if you understand that concept. Pamela, I would love to visit Rwanda. However, the way that people have been welcoming me to Rwanda seems more like a threat than it does an actual invitation. So yeah. Anyone. Oh, I love this question. This statement. Vote a president who's serious. What does that have to do with your troops being in our country or the mines? Because that's the question at hand. That's an internal problem for us as Congolese, but that's not going to change the intruders that are breaking in right now. You're not going to get me to go that way. Because that's what you want us to do. You want us to bash our president. You want us to incite a revolution. You want us to be distracted. But no, we're going to keep asking you the tough questions that you guys are deflecting. Why are you in our country? Why are you in our country? 1. And 2, where are the mines you speak of? If he was serious, he would do the right thing. I could say the same thing about Paul Kagame. If he was serious, he wouldn't be invading sovereign land. So there's that. Why aren't you in your country? It was empty, so we came. That doesn't make sense. Rwanda doesn't have a region called Gutumba. See? None of it makes sense. Somebody make sense of it. I'm going to Google again, right? I'm going to Google it in a different way. How should I Google this question? And we'll do the research together, guys. How should I Google this? Yeah, I agree, Juju. Humans are crazy. Someone formulate the Google or the AI question for me. We will do it together. And then we will go down this rabbit hole of trying to find the mines in Rwanda. Your own president told him to kill any Tutsis they see. Oh, could you provide that source for me? Secondly, could you ask your own president why they're in our country? You don't want to get killed, then leave. Just saying. Just saying. Who are the natives from Masisi? Does it matter? We have a border. We have a border that was drawn and that everybody is supposed to be respecting. You've crossed it. So what does this have to do with the conversation? The conversation is, why are you violating international law? You don't know Masisi was a kingdom? I'm not saying I don't know. I'm saying that's not the topic of conversation today because I'm asking you very specific questions and getting very non-specific answers. The ignorance of me about Masisi? The ignorance of me about the land that my parents grew up on? I don't want to entertain that. I'm just not going to let you control the narrative today. That's the difference. But I've given you guys the floor, the platform to come up here and talk about the mines, but none of you want to. David, your question is funny. I personally... You ain't controlling anything, though? I'm not? I've opened the floor to you guys. I've opened the floor to you guys to come up and talk about where the mines are. No one. Silence. Silence, I hear. Silence! Oh my goodness. Okay, still no requests. Just letting everybody know. Read books. I read a lot of books. A lot of books. Okay, I'll search. I searched that earlier, so I'll search it again. Gutumba mines in that district. Okay. All right. Map of Gutamba mining. All right, let's look at it. This map looks like it's from the 50s, first of all. We're in 2025. Why don't we have an updated map? Why isn't it on Google Map? Let's see. And then I went to Google Map, and Google Map says, Gutemba, did you mean Burundi? So now I'm confused. I'm just so confused. Where are the mines? Where are the mines? Okay, we're going back to Google with that same search. Jason McCarthy, you can't join? Oh, I wouldn't have put you up anyways because you have no picture. Exactly, Daryl. Did you mean Burundi? I'm so confused. Where are the mines? Okay. Let's go into some of the other options that come up during this search, okay? What is the geology of Gatumba? Gatumba has unaltered pegamite rocks, quartz, K feldspar, and muscovite. I didn't hear coltan in that. I didn't hear it. Maybe I missed it. I could read it again, but from what I read and what I saw with my eyes, there was no coltan in that. So let's read it again. The Gutumba has unaltered pigmented rocks, dominantly consisted of microline, K feldspar, quartz, and muscovite. We'll look at it together. Here you go. All right? So now, next Google search, because we're doing this together. We're all in this together to educate ourselves. Since you keep telling us to educate ourselves about the mines in Rwanda. I'm not being selective. You want to choose the next link that I pick? You have a source for me to go to. I'm actively asking you guys for information. So, actively asking you for information. No one's giving me information. Non-existent mines. Poof, they don't exist. Okay, I have 3 requests. Let's see who's here. My one thing about letting people up, just so everybody knows, you need to be respectful, and I'm only entertaining conversations about where the mines are or why your military is in our country. Okay? All this other stuff, you will get taken down. I've given you a fair warning. Okay. Hello, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm good. Well, I've come as a random,
Uh-huh.
and here to answer your questions. How you doing?
Thank you.
Well, I'm at work right now, so I don't want. Well, we'll figure it out. So, what was the question again?
The question is if you could explain to me where the mines are so that I could do my own independent research. I've had a lot of people saying that Rwanda has their own mines, and I think I'm just not educated enough to find them because every time I search them, Burundi keeps coming up.
Burundi country is coming out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm not politician, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't. No, you can use it. I'm not politician, and I don't do mining. But I've been going to school. I'm on the phone. Yeah, no, it's not me yet. Um, I went to school with people that do mining,
Okay.
and We have, though I don't do researches to see what we have, whatever is, yes, sorry, uh, whatever with the mining going on.
Hmm.
But let me start by thanking Congo for giving us refuge in 1994.
For giving you
All right,
what? Okay.
refuge, as in yeah. Was That's when we had genocide in 1994,
Yes.
and the whole country
Respectfully,
was in crisis.
respectfully, I've already warned you. You can get to the point without going through the history.
Well, I'm just thinking Congo first of all.
I said thank you already. So now
Yeah,
move on.
yeah, yeah, cause I grew up from Goma, where the thing is happening from,
Hmm.
and I've seen a lot of things happening in Goma. Like beside just thing crossing from Goma to Rwanda and from Rwanda to Goma,
Hmm.
different things, uh, like Chaco coming from Rwanda crossing to Congo to Goma, cause Congo don't have Chaco, you know Chaco,
I know
for
where it
cooking's
is.
own.
I don't know that I agree with
Yeah,
the thought that Congo doesn't have any, but
yeah.
okay.
Well, have you been in Goma before?
Several times.
Okay. Well, I'll go on. And I will see Palma oil crossing from Congo to Rwanda,
Hmm.
okay? Because Rwanda don't have it. And just so on, things that are not the other side could cross, just like all the countries can do trade with each other,
But the
all right?
question that I had for you, because I'm trying to
Yeah,
educate myself, is more about the
yeah,
mines, the mineral mines.
yeah. Well, when it comes to the mines, I will have a lot of questions to ask you too, okay? We have a lot of mines in Congo and a lot of minerals, especially in Goma, which not only coltan, we have casterite. And it happened that many people that had casterite, the first place they want to sell it was Gisenyi because they had too many people that want to buy it, especially because Goma was hard to find a bank working by that time. I'm talking about 2000, 1990 to 2000, okay? And many people will buy it because Gisenyi had most of the banks and most of the people that want to buy it. Okay,
Hmm.
just like any other trade. Okay, so when you talk about where the mines, I will say I don't know because I don't do mining. Not only in Rwanda and in Congo, maybe I know Isangani has diamonds and everything, but I can't tell where it is. Okay, but we have mining in Rwanda too. All right.
Thank you. I would like to bring someone up who might have another answer for me because I'm not sure you have information for me on where the mines are in Rwanda specifically.
I
I'm aware that
I
Congo.
have a question to ask you. I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
When did you leave Congo?
I was born in the United States.
So you see, it's hard to tell what is happening or what has been happening on the field
I
in
don't think
Congo.
so because 90% of my family still lives in the region. I'm very plugged in. I know a lot of what's
What I
happening.
mean, I know your side is Congolese because you are a Congolese, all right? And you want to show that the blame is on the mind, yet I know here it's all about what is happening today, okay? And
I
you
haven't,
are,
I'd like to correct that because I haven't placed
yeah,
any blame. All I've asked
yeah.
is I don't understand where the mines are. I just want information.
What would you want the mind for?
I just want to
If
know where they
that's
are because a lot of your fellow countrymen and women
yeah,
have been in my comments and they've been
yeah.
saying you have minds too. And so I thought, you know what? I need to be more educated on this topic. Let me talk to the people themselves and get more information on the minds. So that's what I'm here
So
for.
you think? You think someone will tell you here is where we have the mine, so what's next? So you can do
I just want to
business
learn.
maybe?
I want to understand.
Yeah, because this question has been coming all the time. People are mistaken what is happening and what people think it's happening. There are two different concepts here.
But I'm not asking about what's happening. I'm asking about the minds.
Uh, well, let me do some research. I'll come back.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, who's next? Hmm. Hmm. All right, I'm just gonna go in order. There's 6 different requests. Jason, I will let you up. Just make sure that you're respectful. I'll be respectful back. And before you start talking, Jason, I want to do one more Google search with everybody while we're here. Okay. Someone told me to look for the Rwanda Mining and Petroleum Board. Okay, here we go. Google search. Rwanda Mining and Petroleum Board. Who owns the mines in Rwanda? That's one of the search results. About the Rwanda Mines and Petroleum Gas Board. They were established in February 2017. Okay. Uh, for implementing and advising the government on issues related to national policies, laws, and strategies related to mines, petroleum, and gas. So this is a board. This isn't a physical mine. I'm still confused. Just so we're clear, I'm not making this up. We're all looking at it together. This is a board. It's not a physical location or a mine, so I'm still confused. Yeah. Anyways, Jason, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
So yeah, so um are you trying to say that there are no mines at all in Rwanda?
No, 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 no. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm trying to
Hmm.
understand. So if you
Hmm.
have context to provide me, or if you have a way that I could search where the mines are so I can better educate myself, I would love to.
Are you trying to see deposits of minerals in Rwanda?
Not the
That's
deposits of minerals. I'm trying to find
Mhm.
active mines that
Mhm.
correlate with those deposits of minerals. Because, you know,
So
we're
how,
all
how
from
about
the
how
same
about
region of the world. Uh huh.
how about how about we search? So Congo has a lot of minerals, right?
Yes.
How about we search Congo's minerals and try to see what Google can show us, so that we can go and find if we can get if you don't get similar things about Rwanda.
But I think I would like to explain to you that my question is very specific. I'm not
Yeah.
denying that Rwanda may have the same minerals that Congo does. I just want
Hmm.
to know where the mine that is
Hmm.
exporting 60% of the world's supply is located. Because,
You,
I
you
mean, I'm not denying that. Even Uganda has the same minerals we have, but they don't have a mine
yeah.
that's exporting 60% of the world's supply. So I'm just trying to
So
understand.
what I'm trying to tell you is that you won't find that on Google. Nobody will show that. Nobody will show that to you on Google.
Why not?
Let me tell you something. Minerals. Rwanda. Yes, it's a small country, but I don't think that there's a country in the world that has zero minerals. So the even the countries that are considered to have so a very small amount of minerals, maybe they haven't discovered the minerals, but minerals are given to minerals were given by God. So every part of the world has some minerals in it.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I wanna point this out to you. I just Googled active mines in Congo, and I have physical locations that I can show you. How come that doesn't come up for Rwanda? I'm just not. I'm very confused. I want to understand.
So let's see what you're saying on Google.
Okay, I'd love to. Okay.
So
So when
so
I
just
Google where are the active mines in Congo right now, hopefully you can see this. I don't know if it's coming. I get a list of physical locations, a lot of physical locations. But when I Google the same things for Rwanda, nothing comes up.
so do you know why the reason that you're able to see that on Google?
Why?
Congo 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 is a big country without proper administration.
But
Everybody has been able to
but
everybody has been able to exploit the DRC because of the poor administration. So you not don't think that that has been put there by Congolese.
so I hear what you're saying, right?
Hmm.
I have these discussions with people a lot about what is the issue in Congo, what's happening, why are we being exploited, yada yada yada. Okay, we're being exploited, we have terrible government. Let's move on. But what I want to understand,
Hmm.
simple, is how Rwanda, who is a fraction of the size of Congo, can
Hmm.
be the biggest mineral exporter to the world. And then on top of that, when I'm looking for mines in Rwanda, um, I can see these things, but these aren't active mines. Someone told me to Google the same thing for Rwanda, right? They said Google active mines in Rwanda. I get addresses, but here's what I get. I get mining processing, so that's a processing plant. I get the Petroleum and Gas Board, which we already discussed is an organization. It's not an active mine. I get the Trinity Metals Group Rwanda, who's a mining company, but it's not a mine themselves. I get the Sustainable Development of Mining in Rwanda, which is also not an active mine itself. And I get the Trinity Musha Mines Ltd, which lets me know that it's a business. It's also not an active mine. So I'm just very, very, very confused because I get all these businesses for mining, but there's not an active mine.
So let me ask you, what do you think benefits Rwanda if they posted their mining centers on Google? How,
Well,
how 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 does it benefit Rwanda?
I have a follow up question to that. How does it hurt Congo to show where the mines are?
It's
Because
of
we
no
show you where
use.
our mines are, plain and simple.
It's of no use. Why do you show people?
Because we have nothing to hide. Why won't you show people?
Why? So the mining, it benefits the people of Rwanda. So why do you need to show everybody else?
Even if you show us where the mines are, Papa, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna all just show up there and loot the mines like
No,
you
no,
are?
no. Why is it our job to show you?
I'm just trying to understand. That's all. If you don't have information to provide me, you are free to go. But what I came on here today to do is to ask people to explain to me the situation of where your mines are because I'm not able to locate them. And everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, I won't generalize.
So
A lot
so
of your
let,
a lot of
let
your
me tell
customers
you.
have
Let me
been in
tell.
my comments.
No. Did you see the interview that Paul Kagame did with do you know a Kenyan journalist named Larry Madowo?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking these questions because I want to be
So,
educated
i-
enough to
i-
understand.
in that interview, Kagame told him that he can show him where Rwanda mines coltan. So because of the propaganda, they cut off the interview. But Kagame told Larry Madowo that if he wanted to, he would show him where Rwanda mines coltan.
Yes, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because that is what actually sent me on this mission to understand where the mines are. Because me, I'm a responsible consumer, right?
So what?
When
Mhm.
I'm watching the news, I'll let you speak for a second. When I'm watching the
So
news, if I don't know what they're talking about, I try to do research so that I can understand what they're talking
mhm,
about. So the whole purpose of me coming on live today was
mhm.
to have people who are there on the ground, who are part of this culture, who are fighting so hard for this culture, to explain to me the sensitivities and explain to me the intricacies of the mines that you have, so I can be more well informed and aware. The issue that I'm having, though, is that I'm being given, you know, things to Google, and then the Google searches are making me more confused instead of less confused. And then the topics that you're bringing up are off topic, and we're talking about tribes instead of mines. And so I just get, it's like everybody's trying to combine everything into one. And so I just, that's why I'm here, looking for you guys to straighten it out for me.
So, um, so the people who do mining in Rwanda, they are most likely not on this live, and those are the people that they can give you the information that you need. Like Kagame said, if you went to Rwanda, they will show you where they mined at. But trying to find it on Google, that will most likely not happen today.
Got it. Well, thank you so much for joining. I just for the sake of this conversation, are there any Congolese people who want to come up and tell me where one of the Congolese mines are? Because I don't understand why it's such a sensitive topic to talk about where our mines are. Any Congolese people want to hop on for a second? Tell me, just name one mine that we have and where it's located. I would love that. Or you can even just put it in the comments and I'll spit them off. Not sure. Where? No comments yet? Rubavu. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna Google where Rubavu is. 1 second. Well, would you look at that? We have a whole Wikipedia page about our mine. We got BBC interviews of in-person visits to the mine. Wow. So much information. And you know what it says? It says it's in North Kivu in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I just love it. I love it so much. All right, next person who would like to educate me on the mines. Who are we bringing up here? Next person in line. I'm going to bring up, I'm not sure how to say your name, but you can let me know when you get here. All right. Could you please let me know what I should address you as?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, great.
Go ahead.
Welcome.
Okay. What's your topic? I see your topic. Solution DRC conflict. That's your topic?
Yes, but I decided when I got up here that I actually wanted to change my topic. So maybe I should change that. I want to understand where the mines are in Rwanda.
Rwanda, they don't have anything. They don't have anything in the ground, Rwanda. Everything they take for tea, coffee, oil, palm oil, everything they take from Congo. They don't have any resource. Nobody can tell you the truth, but that's the truth. Rwanda, they don't have any resource for the land.
Wow.
They
Are
don't
you
have
from
anything.
Congo as well? Are you familiar with the situation and the landscape?
I am a reporter from Boston.
Okay.
That's my I know very well those solutions, those problems between Congo and Rwanda. You understand? Big problem that Congo resource, that's Rwanda, they put mine over there. Because of Congo, we don't have good leader. I'm Congolese. In Congo, there's no good
I
leader.
have to be fair. I have to be fair because I told the rest of them they couldn't talk about politics. It was really just about...
That is not politics. That is not politics. That is the fact. That's the truth. Because if there was good leader in Congo, Rwanda cannot do anything they are doing to go and take a resource in the Congo.
I think everyone is entitled to their opinion.
They are stealing. They are stealing resource from Congo to make them to number one for minerals, but they
I
don't have anything in Rwanda.
I agree with you, Uncle, but I have to be fair. I've told
Yes.
everyone else that we're not talking about what is right and what is wrong. We're just trying to locate the mines. So I'm going to move on to the next person. I really appreciate your contribution.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, who's next? Who is next? Let's see. All right, Sid Worlds. Lolo, I'll pick you up in a second. Sid Worlds.
Yo, what's up? How you
Hi.
doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine. Anyway, I love your comments. Actually, these people are really lively. So I just wanted to shout out for the people in the comments because it's really a fun time. And yeah, let's talk about the mines though. Yeah. First of all, just want to clarify that I'm not only Rwandan. My dad is Congolese, pure Congolese, and then my mom is Rwandan. So just to clarify that for the people who've been thinking I'm running because I'm buzzing them up, but I'm just trying to have some talk with the people. Anyway, about the mines. So yeah, I visited one mine in Rwanda, which is in Ruzizi. And one thing I can tell you about Rwanda, that would be my perspective, is that Rwanda, they have a culture where they don't talk about some things. You know what I mean? Like
Wait,
if
wait. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just trying to Google what you're saying as you're saying it. What mine is it called? The Ruzizi? How do I spell that?
Ruzizi.
Okay.
Z,
It would be called like Ruzizi Mine.
yeah, Ruzizi mine. I don't even think if it's on Google, but I did visit it. That's a fact that I can really witness.
Yeah, it's saying that it's a river.
No, Ruzizi, there is a river, and Ruzizi, there is a mine, actually. Yeah, I visited that with my eyes, though. Anyway,
It's
what I wanted to mean is
falls on the Democratic Republic of Congo side of the border.
the mine, you mean?
Yeah,
No, 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 no. It's in Rwanda. Trust me.
I mean it's here for you right here.
Yeah, I don't trust the internet, to be honest. That would be my clear opinion because
Okay.
yeah, because I know that if you realized about things that happened, you couldn't even know what Rwanda had until it was attacked. So what I would be like mentioning on my point would be like, yeah, Rwanda don't talk about everything like we should talk about everything. So in my opinion, there is a mine that is called Ruzizi. Rwanda's been exploiting coltan for a long time. Now they discovered oil in Lake Kivu, where they're gonna be sharing with Congo, which is gonna be costing like 20 million. And that was actually mentioned because there was war in Congo, which led to this information to be laid out. But that's something that wouldn't even have been known in other countries. So, for my clarification for the people in the comments, just to let them know that yeah, Rwanda has some parts of it that they have mines, and that's something I can witness because I have parents who've been working there. So that
I
was it.
have I have just another one. I kept following up with the comments that people are leaving. They respelled Ruzizi for me, Rusizi. So I looked up Rusizi mine, and it says they produce sapphires, but not coltan.
Okay, that's a different information, but it's okay. It's okay. Everybody with what he gets from YouTube, from Google, I wouldn't really. I was talking about my personal experience, to be honest.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
interesting.
find out what I saw, what I can witness on. But yeah, people are going crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out and make sure that people just get the real information. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
very polite, guys. Stop saying that. I'm very polite.
I respect that. And I actually think that you've given me information because at least we found one mine in Rwanda. Others I couldn't find. So you've given me information. It's just that I still don't find the coltan. I see the sapphires and it says you guys have what else in here? Just
Cause to be honest, I had it was like cousin lointain. I don't know if you speak French, but like some cousin from another family. They used to work there, so I had to go and visit them. So I visited the mines with the parents, with my mother, because she's from Rwanda. So that's why I was like, yeah, I know that Rwanda they have mines. They don't talk about them, that's for sure. Cause I've been hearing about them, but I've never like seen them in news. When this whole fight with mines started, I went to do some research. I couldn't find them, so I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about it. So when I came in the comments, I saw people going crazy, and I was like, guys, so let's warm it up a little bit.
Yeah. No, I appreciate your contribution. At least we found one, the Ruzizi mine, and they have sapphires. But we're still going to continue our search to find the coltan. Thank you so much for joining.
Have a great day.
You too. All right, who's next? La 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 la. Okay, Lolo, I'm adding you. Welcome, Lolo.
Hello, thank you
Hello.
for allowing me to come in your on your panel. So I just wanted to say this, okay? I'm gonna offend some people, but you know what? It is what it is. Just take it. There's no coltan or cobalt mine in Rwanda. If you say that there's cobalt and coltan in Rwanda, let me tell you that it is all in your head, okay? Because you know this question you've just asked this man, if where are the mine located? This is the same question a BBC journalist asked Kagame in person. And that journalist asked Kagame, where are the mines located, to end the debate, because a lot of people are accusing Rwanda of stealing the resources of Congo, of stealing coltan and cobalt. So that journalist asked him to show us where are the cobalt and cobalt mine located in Congo, so that we can end the debate and stop accusing Rwanda of stealing Congo resources. And Kagame is still unable to show us where are the mines. This says a lot. And the Ruzizi is a river in Congo. Ruzizi is a river in Congo. There's no Ruzizi man. That's a lie. These people are liars. Please do not believe them, okay? They're just here to lie. And this Banyamulinga are not even Congolese. They're Tutsi Nilotics. And Tutsis trace their root back in the horn of Africa. They trace their roots back in Somalia and Ethiopia.
Respectfully, Lolo, I appreciate your contributions. But I
Yeah.
wanted today's live not to be focused on the narrative that they want us to talk about, which is tribalism, which is all of those things.
Yeah.
I just want to ask for the facts today. So I
Okay,
don't
so
want to get
yeah,
emotional.
all I wanted to say is that we will stop accusing them of we will stop accusing Rwanda of stealing Congolese resources the day we will see with our own eyes those mines they're talking about.
Absolutely.
Okay, because these are there's no mine there. Okay, there's there's imaginary mines in your country. There's no real mines in your country. So please stop lying to people. That's all I had to say.
Thank you, Lolo. I'm going to kick you down. All right. Who's next? Should we take a pause? Someone asked me to Google something in the comments. Okay. I'm looking at what you told me to Google. I'm seeing if I can find something. Nope. And we've already talked about this. I've already read these sources. So we're good. On to the next. Look out my window. Is that a threat? Oh my goodness. Don't threaten me on live where it's recorded for everyone to see, silly goose. Okay. Let's see. BMC, welcome. Hi.
Hello. How are you doing? Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I was just waiting for my turn, and I just wanted to bring something, kind of the science behind minerals, so people can understand. So, just as a disclosure, I work for Newmont, which is one of the biggest. I live in Colorado, and it's a mining company, and so the science is. The minerals follow what they call the veins, just like the body. And the veins, and that's our job. I mean, our job to look around the world for minerals, and we use satellite technology that people won't even believe exists. So we can take pictures of an area and tell you where are the mineral deposits and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you with 100% certainty that there are no cobalt, no coltan, and no gold in Rwanda.
Wow.
That's just a fact. And people will say, wait a second, why is it on the other side and not on the Rwandese side? And because the veins happen to go down south. It doesn't go east to west. And it's the same thing with oil. That's why you will find a large concentration of oil in the Middle East, because it's all about the veins. The same thing for mineral deposits. You find them in Congo. It goes from North Kivu to South Kivu, all the way down to the Katanga region, and all the way up to the Kasai region, to the Kasai's, and all the way to Bandundu. I mean, this is a fact. I mean, they don't even tell us. You know, I wish they would produce the maps, the satellite maps that they have of the mineral deposits of Congo. I mean, people would just go crazy. I mean, they hide it. They don't even want to. I once took a trip. My parents are Congolese. You know, I was born in Connecticut, so I once took a trip to the Bandundu area, and I don't want to get off track here. And we were taught that Bandundu has nothing. And I went there and I went to see what they call the chef coutumiers.
Mm-hmm.
I swear you not. We traveled by, you know, we had SUVs and everything like that. We traveled and we literally came to a spot where there was oil bubbling. I mean, you didn't even have to dig. It was just right there, just bubbling. And I wanted to take a picture. And the chef coutumier says, no, you cannot take a picture. And then finally, when we went back, you know, we sat down, we were having dinner with them. And I asked him, I said, why didn't you want me to take a picture? And he said, you know what? Look what's happening to Eastern Congo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when I got back and I started talking to my boss, and he was like, George, you didn't know? We know. And that's the first time I literally knew of these maps, these satellite maps that exist in these companies that literally show the footprint of where the mines are, where the oil is, all over the world. And the funny thing is, the French, the Americans, all the people that are buying that stuff from Rwanda know that it's not coming from them.
Yeah.
And that's the whole big conspiracy. So, I mean, that's just my two cents there. And the Rwandese have to understand one thing that I always say. I was born in America. We don't hate the Tutsis or the Hutus or the Rwandese. That's the misconception. That's a lie. When I used to go see my grandmother, she lived in a neighborhood in Rigini, what's called Rigini. There were I'm still friends with Tutsis. There used to be a lot of Tutsis there because my grandmother was like a professor, and a lot of Tutsis came to the Congo and became professors because they were kicked out of Rwanda because of the Hutus, and there was nothing. I mean, we just played. I mean, there was never any discrimination or tribalism or stuff like that. It's just a big hoax. And when you go to the eastern, I heard you said you were Nande. If you go there, they live together. It's just ridiculous. It's like brothers and sisters. But since 1994, the arrival of Mr. Kagame, he has created all this stuff because he came into the country, he saw the riches, and he's unable to take. I know you said let's not talk politics.
I was gonna say I have to be fair.
but that's my 2 cents. And thank you for doing these lives. It's really good. I mean, I'm glad, and I'm going to start following you. And good luck.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate your knowledge. There are so many of us Congolese people who have the knowledge, who have the background and the expertise. And I'm waiting for all of us to come out of the woodwork because this is what we need. We need productive conversations like these. that are backed by research, that are backed by facts. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, and how did I get to Colorado? Colorado has the #1 school of mines, which is Colorado School of Mines. It's an engineering school, very tough to get into, and I went to school there. So just a background. That's it. So I know what I'm talking about in terms of mines. Anyway.
So much. I'm going to kick you down and get someone else up.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, guys, I need you to tap the screen if you're liking this discussion, if you're liking the way that I'm running it today, because I think this is how we have to start approaching these conversations. Because when we give them a space to switch the narrative to what we actually want to know, things just aren't, it's not being productive. At this point, we're just going back and forth and talking in circles. So, like up the live. Let's get more people in here. Next person, is anyone brave enough to come up here after that and try to prove that there are mines in Rwanda? I don't know, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look at who's here. Okay, Daniel, I know you're Congolese though, so I want someone who's not, who would like to defend their case. But I will let you on in a second. I'm gonna let Dawuda? Hi.
Hi, sister. How are you? Right?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for taking me. And I just come across it, and you said that it's all solution for DRC conflict. So I'm not familiar with most of the happen there because this conflict too long. I was yesterday come across another live. They talk about a lot of things, and then when I come, this. The not only involving on between the Rwandese and Congolese, all this conflict between even the regarding on the what's called the SADC block is well involving because it's not easy to everything putting on the Rwandese for our Chadian perspective. When I found out that even the SADC bloc was like they did something in 1994, and then now they still consisting and they have a military base over there.
Okay, Dawood,
Very
I'm so
complicated
sorry.
for me. So long as
Dawood,
not push back
Dawood,
everything on the Rwandese is better.
Dawood, I'm so
Yes.
sorry, but the topic of the conversation, as part of our solutions to DRC conflict, we're trying to understand more about Rwanda's side of the story. So Rwanda keeps saying that they have mines in their country. And so we, as Congolese people, want to make sure that we are having productive conversations and learning what they have to offer us. So we were specifically asking about the mines today because a big way to diffuse conflict is to have awareness and education. And so I'm trying to understand where their mines are located and what they produce. So that's what we were talking about. If you don't have information on the mines, I'm gonna have to kick you down.
Okay, I will be coming down myself. Don't worry about that. But I just want comment lastly. Okay, if every African continent they have miners, but if I've never been Rwanda, I never been Congo. Even the Congo, most of the people they say in Congo is the most mineral world. I never been there, so I cannot judge the Congo mineral. I cannot judge the Rwanda mineral. But every African continent they have the miners. One of the miners that most of the popular in African country is goals. Rest of them I don't know. So that is my last comment, and thank you for taking me.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up. Have a great rest of your night or day. I don't know where you're at in the world. All right. Who's next? Oh man, this I'm learning so much. I just feel like BMC just mind blown. All right. Benjamin, you said you're good, so you don't need to come up. Oh no, that was Daniel. Benjamin, I will let you up in a second. Because I know that you are Congolese. I want to let up another Rwandese person who might have information on the mines in your country. So I'm gonna add up S Dogo, maybe. Okay. Oh, y'all are tag teaming people in the comments. How cute! I love that for you guys.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm blessed, thank you.
Great. Do you have information on the mines in Rwanda, and could you help me expand my search if you have maybe some books or some maps or
No, so obviously Rwanda doesn't have mines, but they know how to use the mines from Congo better than the Congolese, which is pretty obvious.
Well, thank you. I think you just proved my point in 2 seconds. Do you have anything else to say?
No, so the problem with Congo is there's a lot of mismanagement from the Congolese people.
Oh, honey, we already talked that we're not talking about that. Sorry. But I already warned you. Who's next? Okay. La joie de vivre. Top 5 viewer. Let's go. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah. I'm just going to talk to all these Rwandans around here, and have the
Oh, you keep
God.
coming in and out. You keep coming in and out, and I just want to remind you that we're talking about where the mines are located in Rwanda. If you fall on the other side of the border and you would like to tell us about the mines on that side, you're more than welcome.
In
But everything
Rwanda,
else
there's
is not.
no mines in Rwanda because I'm a Congolese.
Okay.
We got 100% of mines in the world. It's like 70% of mine, the biggest mine in the world. Rwanda, they have zero. I can even count all the mines that we have from Katanga.
Wait, I want to be fair. We found one mine, but they mine sapphires.
I heard them talking about Ruzizi. Ruzizi is a part of Congo. It's even Congo. So it's not Rwanda.
Mm-hmm.
So they are pastors, but they are not miners, okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Did you have anything else to contribute?
No. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Who's next? Mm-hmm. All right. King Assad. Welcome. Also, guys, in the comments. Oh, you've already gone offline. Never mind. He's gone. Maybe he didn't want to face the music. Let's see who's next. Wajis. Hi.
Hello, can you hear me? Hi. Okay, thank you for allowing me to participate to this panel. So I'm native French native speaking. I will try to do my best to make myself understood.
Yes.
I just want to confirm what friends here have said, but I just wanted to bring into your information that Rwanda and DRC has signed a bilateral contract in 2021.
Okay.
100% of mineral they are selling are coming from the exploitation they're doing on Sakima compound. Sakima is
Hold on. I'm trying to Google as you're speaking so that I can educate myself. So I want to make sure that we're doing this together. What was that called?
The company is Sakima, SAKIMA. The contract has been signed between Kagame and Tshisekedi in 2021.
That's the name of the contract? Sakima is the name of the contract?
So the compound Rwanda is exploiting is Sakima's compound.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Sakima compound, Congo. Because it's in Congo, right? You said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as the name is saying, Kivu and Maniema. So these the compound of Sakima come from North Kivu until Maniema, and it's full of gold, coltan, even cobalt, and I don't know how you call it, cassiterite and other stuff. So the exploitation Rwanda is selling is coming from that area.
So I just want to correct you because I think maybe you're confused. I Googled it. Sakima is the name of the company or the mining company, but it's coming from the Rubaya mines, which is in Congo.
Okay, but they have seed a compound. I don't know. Unfortunately, you are.
Oh, did I lose you? Hello? Hello? He probably got a call. But I'd like to know the name of that agreement. I think he got a call. I think that happens sometimes when you get a call. Like it mutes you. Oh, someone said the deal was revoked. Green is third. Can you give me the name of the deal or what that was? Because I actually want to know. He was speaking sense, so I'll give him that. But I want to know what the name of the deal is. Mr. Gray, y'all need to accept it and move on so we can have peace in Congo. Hi, Gunner. Welcome. Okay, well, Wajis, if you come back, I will let you back up, but I don't see you anymore. All right. King Assad, you're back, so I'm gonna let you up because you had disconnected. Welcome.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I think I just moved away from the screen and somehow it disconnected.
No problem.
Yes, I'm not going to be too long. I'm going to go straight, and I hope like this will somehow bring at the conclusion to what the question that you've been asking, whether there is minerals existing in Rwanda
Oh
and
no, the question is whether there are
the
mines.
mining. Yes, the mining. So when it comes to that, you don't need to actually even Google the mining sites or anything or whatever. All you do, you just look at like every country has what they call like national assets, and those national assets, they list everything that comes with it. And if you to list the top, like let's say if you say the national assets of Congo, the first thing that will bring up the gold, the coltar, and then it will also list the names of like the mining sites. So when you do the opposite, you end up finding like mostly like agriculture, but also a mixture of like gold. So meaning if there is no certain minerals available as a national asset, that means they would not even have a mining site because you cannot mine what you don't have. That's the whole point.
I love that. And I just did it so for everyone can see. I Googled Rwanda national assets. We've got a economy, we've got data, land, and banking. Oh my gosh, I learned something new.
So you
Thank
can
you.
research deeply, even like using a ChatGPT. So this gives you like information across like each and every nation. So the only question when it comes to like the resources, it's called like a traded resource, meaning you can trade a resource without actually owning it or without even mining it within the country. So that's what happens like in UK, they trade gold, but they don't even mine gold. So that's what happens like in a place like, and then Congo has the minerals that most countries mine from there. So when you search for national assets of Congo, the first thing that comes up as number one, it comes up like as a gold, like coltar, bolt, and like almost like everything that you can find. So you don't even need to waste your time like questioning what's there, what's here, what's there. It doesn't really add up, or it doesn't even take you anywhere. So I hope this concludes like everything that you guys may be having.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution. I think I've kind of, just in this short span of time, I've kind of come to understand that they do not have those minerals in their country. I think I'm really just using this as an opportunity to see where they're at and to hear from them. Because maybe, we had the argument on this live, I want to say 3 days ago, that we need to respect lived experiences and lived things. And so I'm just trying to explain to people.
Fantastic, yeah. And I'm not being biased or anything. I have from one side, half to the other side, but I just wanted to make that clear so that at least, and I'm glad that you've blocked the people who are coming here just to focus on tribal issues. That's not even the case, like, that's happening in the country of Congo. The focus, it should be who's benefiting from, a country that has like immersive resources. That's all. And from there, that answers maybe the rest of it. I'm not going to take too long for that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, King.
Thank you.
Have a great one. Now that should be your king, because King answered the question in a way that made sense. He was giving. Thank you so much, King. All right. Should we continue? Do you guys still want to get beat? I don't know. I would be exhausted fighting this battle if I was you guys. I don't know if we want to let it rest. The live for today might be, short, because I feel like I proved the point already. Maybe I can bring up some of my homies and we could have a discussion. So I'm gonna bring Benjamin up. I'm gonna bring Salvatore up as well because I met him earlier and he was super smart and had great things to say on the other live. So let's bring you guys up. Randy, if you're here, I would love to have you up because you always crack me up.
Hey, Muisa. What's your name? Do you like people calling you Muisa or Micheline?
I go either way. I think, yeah, it just depends on what people are comfortable saying.
Well, I like it when it sounds more African, so I'll go with Muisa.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. So I don't want to go off topic. So the question is, if Rwanda has mines, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. So we all have the answer to that. And we all know that it's lies. But I like the guy that went down. He was very clear. The fact that he explained, like he gave an example of the UK. Even, we have many countries like the UK, especially the UK, the US, and France. They are those three countries have even China. They have the highest gold reserve, yet they have not even a 1 gram under, like, on their land, like underground of their own country. So he made a lot of sense saying that these people, yes, they are trading. You can trade something, anyone can trade anything nowadays, especially with this application of trading. So I like the fact that it made sense. Actually, that's something that I will use now with these people. How it was yesterday on the other live, and we have a lot of them coming up with misinformation. So for us Congolese, it's time for us to read things. Like I was telling you, like I'll reach out to you, like I promised, and I have a lot of books and many things that uh, like that kind of educate the actual story of what's going on in Congo. So some Congolese people are going to lives, like attending lives, but
Oh,
they don't even know how to kind of like, it's like,
it's not productive. Yeah.
sorry, I have a call. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Hello, Muisa.
Hello.
Oh, everybody's getting cold.
My battery's dying. I gotta plug my phone in. But how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fantastic today.
Yes. I was in and out, so I kind of missed. I think DMC, and I also missed King. So if you could tell me what they said before I can actually participate.
So BMC works for a mining company in Colorado, and he went to the
Hmm.
Mining Institute of Colorado. I have to re-listen to that part to know exactly
Hmm.
what his qualifications are. But apparently, it's a very exclusive school. I googled it while we were on the phone. It is a very exclusive school where they learn specifically about mining and how to, map resources throughout the world. And he said that the West there's a technology where they can kind of geo map
Mm-hmm.
where everything is located in the world. And then
Okay.
he explained that minerals and resources work on a vein system, but that the veins of where minerals and resources falls north to south. It does not fall east to west. And so that's why in Congo, we have minerals from the top part of Congo
Going
all the way
down to
down
Katanga.
to,
Okay.
yeah, to the bottom. And so that's what he was explaining. And he was just saying the veins that we've seen, like when we look at the geo map, when we're all in school and we look at the geo map,
Mm-hmm.
Rwanda doesn't have them. And he was just
Okay.
very clear about that. He said it's very clear, but the world, like the West, will not release those maps because then that will essentially reveal their intentions for being in specific areas, like the Middle East, for example, or even in Congo and things of that nature. So
So I guess this is something that we need to raise our expertise on areas like that,
yeah.
so we can actually be able to control what is ours. And what did the last man did say, King?
King was explaining that it's very simple to see what a country has. He gave me a very simple Google prompt, and it's basically national assets, and then you add in the country.
Okay.
So national assets Rwanda, national assets Congo, and he was explaining that in order for it to be a national asset, you have to have it. He was saying you can be an exporter of something. That's one thing, but for it to be an asset for you, you have to have it, and that's very searchable, clear, findable information.
Okay. Because that I think that brings down to the conversation of, like, I don't know if we had this conversation, or I had so many conversations. I don't even know if I had a conversation with you. I had it in a different panel. So we were talking about this issue where, like, I guess I was exchanging with one person from Rwanda who came up to say that, oh, the reason why they are able to, to export things like that is because they have so-called won the market of these mines. So then, which brought up the question of, if you have won, that means you need to be in partnership with the country that you are mining from. So then, it's not a situation where you sell something and then the country that you're mining from doesn't get anything.
Mm-hmm.
So there needs to be some type of partnership where we can actually see how we can work together. That, because I'm pretty sure, like, Congo knows that we're so rich, but they're not willing to keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
We're willing to make money and sell it to people, collaborate with other countries, but it needs to be done in a very professional, in a way that we all benefit, and in a way that we're not killing unaliving each other.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot. Unaliving each other. So that we need to put in mind. But at the same time, meanwhile, um, uh, the one that BMC or DMC said, that it kind of makes sense of I'm trying to picture. If you look at the west side of Congo, that's where, like, the gas are, right? You can look at the countries where gas come from. So it kind of runs in the west side from north to south, and then you have the mineral running from north to south on the eastern part of Congo. So it's interesting, actually. I'd
Yeah.
like to Google that and see. I learned
I
something.
can't wait to get off this live so I can do my own research on that because he was
Yeah.
making complete, concise sense. And I said, wow, where have you been all this time? So
So yeah, that's good. If you find, if did you add them as a friend?
I did.
So
I added him
okay.
as a friend.
So yeah, because that's as Salvador was talking. We're really trying so hard to have these people who are very, pertinent to their talk and ideas. This is how we start something, and we can bring a change once
I
for all into this thing, because that's what we
Actually,
need.
Muisa, you see what I was telling you yesterday about making a group that will raise awareness. Dr. King Martin is part of this as well. He's part of this same thing that I was telling you yesterday.
mm-hmm.
So, like, because what I've noticed, I don't know, did you left the live when I was playing a video? You know, when I was playing a video of that girl, were you still there?
I think I had to go because I saw another live that had that girl's picture up and I was trying to tell him to take it down. and then I had to go back to work. So yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
because
what was the reason you
I
took it down? What happened?
Oh, I'll get there in a second. Let him finish. I'll tell
Okay.
you the story.
yeah, so we have a video that I played yesterday, and the video was that the girl that had the picture.
Oh,
Oh shoot, he's getting a call again.
Yeah, keep getting my call. Like I dropped some on the airport. They keep calling me because of things, but I'll just finish and take their next. Yeah, so
okay, so I'll explain it while he's gone. There's a video circulating about a specific influencer who has historically claimed that she was Burundian and Rwandese, but
Hmm.
she's now coming out and saying that she is from a specific tribe in Congo.
Oh, I think I saw that.
sorry guys, I'm back. I don't think I'm going to get another call again.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, yeah, the mic is back. Okay, so I was saying, we found videos of the same person claiming to be 100% Rwandese, claiming to be born in Burundi, and then before going to Australia. So that's my point of us as Congolese, especially. What I've noticed is that as French-speaking country, we are kind of a bit behind when it comes to spread information, when it comes to raise awareness, because people that are like them, they switch to English and then they can easily go on internet and start spreading fake kind of narratives, start changing things, and there's no much contradiction because we don't speak English as much. But at the same time, we have a lot of people like that can speak English in other countries. Like myself, I live in the UK. I wasn't born in the UK. I moved to the UK when I was like my teenage. So we have a big Congolese community here in the UK, and even Congolese, like, because now in Europe we have countries like the Netherlands, Switzerland, where even Germany, where even if they don't speak English, they still learn English from the younger age. So you have people like in the Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland speaking English perfectly. So people should go on the internet and raise awareness, because I think with the problem that we're having in Congo, if some people are like, oh, I live in Europe, I live in the US, what can I do about it? You still have something to do about it. Raising awareness, like TikTok. Like I was saying yesterday, even if you have 10 followers, TikTok algorithm can take your videos to 1,000 and millions views, so which means you can reach
Exactly.
more than you think you can. Like, so it's more about, for me, yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm insisting on the fact that we Congolese need to raise awareness. We need to kind of make this story known, because influencers on the other side are being paid money. But on us, I don't think we need money. Like, look, I don't know what time is it, because like right now in the UK it's 5:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you guys probably in some midnight or something like that.
I'm on the
So
west coast like way west coast, so it's only 9 over here. So
oh, it's only 9. All right, okay. So like, yeah, you see, I usually, like I was telling Martin. Martin usually send me the link when you're on, when you have your lives on. But the thing is, around this time, sometimes I'll be getting up at work. Like I managed to come today because I was dropping someone at the airport early. So
mm-hmm.
that's the reason why I'm up this time. But like most of the time, when you're on live, my time doesn't really match to
Right.
join. So yeah, but like, keep doing this. I know you are reaching the people that are that side as well because of the time difference. So like, use what you have. You have the language, you have the audience, you can reach people, and it will help us a lot, because we can stop this fake news from spreading, and all that.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I understand that you don't like getting into hate speech and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes you still have to state the facts that this is what it is, even if it sounds like a hate speech. Because the thing is, on the other side, we lost a lot of lives. Like the day that Goma I mean, a week. I think this is a week since Goma was taken, and 300 lives of, 3,000 life of civilians are taken away. Imagine if we have them there for 3 months, how many lives are going to be taken away?
Right.
So yeah, so that's my message to everyone, that no matter what language you speak, even I know we have Congolese people in Germany as well. We have Congolese people everywhere. So people use your
Yeah.
language that you speak to
So,
spread the
and
news.
then also the main thing is also to target people that doesn't know because we still have like younger generation people who doesn't really know the story. They
Yeah.
know of what's going on, just like
Yeah, they know the
partially,
big lines, like
but they
the big
don't
Like, oh yeah,
really
lines.
that there's
know
conflict
the
there, but
detail. They don't really know what we're fighting for, and they don't really know where we're standing. So it's very important when we do these lives, especially like to be bilingual. I mean, we did a live yesterday, which was very productive, I believe, and it was bilingual where we were speaking English and French, and then whenever someone came up to speak French, and then we had someone to translate in English, and then vice
yeah.
versa. So it was very good because a lot of people got to learn, and we did a weekend, Salvador. So we did a
Yeah,
weekend, and then Ken did one live also today, for which I came at the end. But it was also a very productive live because you always have audience, but in French. But
I agree
I
with you
mean,
guys 100%. I think for me though, and I kind of talked about this on the live we were on together earlier, Salvatore. It's my degree's in communication and marketing, right?
yeah,
We're on a campaign to achieve a certain narrative. If we then use our platforms to dispel that narrative, even though we're dispelling it, we're still giving that narrative light.
exactly.
And we're still giving it time to fly. And that's what I don't want to do. What I said earlier also is that there are probably 20 of us for every one of them.
Hmm.
And if we want to change the narrative, then all we have to do is be louder. So we can
Exactly.
educate, we can do things like today where you're genuinely having discussions and you don't let them take you off course. Um, and that brings more, that teaches more than allowing them space to control the narrative. So like for example, for when we start this group that we want to have, I would recommend that we have like today we're learning about what it means to be a Congolese citizen. And we pull up the Constitution, we talk about
Hmm.
all the different amendments that have happened, we talk about all that stuff so people can understand and they themselves will be equipped with the facts that they need to have those individual arguments with people one on one, but and not
Yes,
giving them a platform.
yes. That's a good idea because it's
that's
like
good.
if we have a group, we need to make sure that everyone is at the same level of knowing what's like in terms of
Yeah,
knowledge. Like
we gotta pretty much discuss the topic before coming out here to discuss. I mean, to talk about it because we can't just show up and
Yeah,
unprepared.
I
So
mean, we can divvy up topics and have one person be an expert on this and one person an expert on this and so on and so forth. But I think the most productive way to do this and the most unifying thing for Congo is for us all to be educated and properly educated. The biggest thing that I am fighting, and this is why I've been like a vigilante hopping on other Congolese lives, telling them, take it down, take the picture down, stop the hate speech, stop this, because you're just feeding the narrative that they want you to feed. And that is
mhm,
my cautionary tale to all Congolese people who are active online. Hold your tongue and spit facts. Like,
But
exactly.
Muisa, you know the thing is that when the thing is like sometimes we have to adjust ourselves to what they are kind of trying to
I
you know
suggested something, but I'll wait till Salvatore finishes.
uh, Salvatore, there's a Michelle Obama quote, when they go low, we go high.
Go higher. Yeah.
And I see what you're saying, that sometimes you got to meet people where they're at, but no, because that's their strategy. It's not that they're just there because they're ignorant. Their strategy is to get you to meet them where they're at because they don't want you to soar. They don't want you to fly. And so we have to think about this differently. It is intentional what they are doing. The
Richard, do you
Kagame,
understand Lingala?
huh?
Do you understand Lingala?
So. I'll probably be able to get it.
Okay. Because the strategy that I have to say in Lingala because I don't, I'd like to keep it, and then you tell me what you think.
Hmm.
Okay. So, okay, I want to say a very easy way that you understand. Bazo loba ke baza minorité, bazo boma bango. Na Congo, toza na tribu moko te oyo ezali majorité. Biso nyonso toza minorité.
Hmm.
Oyoki?
Yeah.
Donc, moi, je pensais nakanisi kino biso nyonso bazoboma na este bato bazokufa kuna baza bacongolais. D'accord? Bato bakufa baza bacongolais. Et alors le Congo appartient à tout le monde. Biso bacongolais zo appartenir na biso bacongolais. Omoni?
Yes.
Et idée na ngai ezali que biso nyonso lokola toza minoritaire bazoboma biso kuna, il faut tozala na liloba moko, donc tozala na ndenge moko tozoloba likambo moko. On doit maintenant nous aussi biso tosala ba vidéo personnelle où on parle
Yes.
bazoboma biso, et on doit aussi dire que on doit dire sa tribu. Alobi que non, je suis d'un tribu intel, naza minoritaire, tala mutu ya mboka na mususu
Randy, I'm getting
ati
it. Don't tease me. Sorry.
mutu ya mboka na mususu atindeli biso bato baya mpona baboma biso. Par exemple koloba nazali munande, naza tribu minoritaire na Congo, et puis mutu wana ya mboka wana ya RR atindi mutu, atindi basoldat na ye na bamilitaire na ye ba-envahir mboka na nga baboma biso. Et quand tu dis ça, everybody else, and then we have about 450 tribes. And then biso nyonso tobima, et puis narration na bango wana ya bango
Yeah.
baza minoritaire ekokufa. Did
I
you
had
understand what I said?
I did. I had an idea. This is not going to make sense to people who don't know what we're saying, but I had an idea of writing a book that says "As Told by Anande," because our people have been through so much. So I love that idea because I think that's what we need to.
Because we have to make it viral. And then that way, first of all, we're confused, and then we'll also bring attention. Because now
It's not.
they wonder.
It's not just viral. We need to humanize ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the root of that. Koutier, yehe.
Koutier, c'est quoi encore? J'ai pas compris.
Somebody is talking to me in Kinande, so I said yehe.
Oh. Non, moi, je suis pas nandé. Hein. J'ai seulement donné un exemple parce que I give an example because Congo, even though we have a diversity in our tribes, but you also have to know Congo belongs to all Congolese.
Exactly.
You know, so there's no, although we have lands that's native to certain tribes, but any Congolese have the freedom to fly and live anywhere. So
Yeah.
then when they're killing people in the eastern part of Congo, they're not just killing a specific tribe. They're killing even, because I'm going to tell you, my
Sorry,
cousin,
unalive, Papa, unalive.
yeah, my cousin was unalive, army, was unalive, fighting for Congo. So is he from the eastern part of Congo? No. You understand? So he's just one person. Also, although he is a soldier, but he's one person in the stats that dropped dead. Okay, so then I feel like we all have to do sort of like it's as if like we're picking up that we're playing the game that they started, but we're gonna do it better.
Yeah. One thing that I've been talking about, and maybe this will have to be an offline conversation, it is really that humanization of people in the DRC. We have lost 8 million people, but that number is just a figure. We don't know the people that we've lost. We don't know their stories. We don't know who they are. And so it's very easy to kind of dismiss that because it's just a figure to a lot of people.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
So
no, that cannot be dismissed because the fact that the UN, the thing is, it's well documented by the UN. They witnessed this from the start to this day. So that's why I always recommend people to go and read three things. The first thing people need to read to understand about what's going on in Congo, it's a rapport mapping. So you have that
exactly,
in English and in
exactly.
French. So it's showing you, it's talking about different rebel groups and different reasons. And the second book, it's Operation Turquoise, but I don't know if that's by Charles Onana. There's two books of Charles Onana. So the other one is Holocaust in Congo. Holocaust in Congo. Have you read that, Muisa? No.
I have not heard of that book. I should read it.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm trying to know. I don't know if you like. Can you read in French?
Yeah, it'll be a slow process, but I can do it.
Yes. So the book is
you have the PDF, right? Because
yeah. I have
I
the
actually
PDF.
just
I'm
got my
looking for the
own
PDF
copy.
in English. Do you know, Martin? You know, I was looking for that PDF in English. I'm still trying to. But the thing is, since it's a PDF, if you open that on your laptop, I think on the top right corner,
You
there's
can,
three dots where you can translate
yeah.
and have it in English. So if you want, I can send you that PDF. I think the Holocaust in Congo is a very good book. I actually call it the Bible of what's going on in Congo because it's
Yeah.
actually kind of describe stories with reference. So which means like if you read a chapter and then you think like, oh, this chapter might be fake or something like that, and then there's a reference that you can go to and read more and more and more, get more reference to it. So yeah, the other thing with Holocaust in Congo, it's a banned book. So the French people banned that book because Rwanda took the guy in court. Charles Onana was taken in court for
For that book specifically, and then
for
they're
that
trying to
book
take it
because
out of the market.
it has a lot of facts and a lot of things that are just revealing and educating people on the actual story, even the fake genocide that happened and all that type of thing. So I highly recommend people to read Holocaust in Congo uh, and and the Operation Turquoise because Operation Turquoise explains how come everyone that came in as a refugee are not claiming to be Congolese. Where are the refugees that came there? So it's very interesting to read. Like Charles Onana did a lot of research and published a lot of things on Congo.
Found it and I'm gonna buy it and I'll put it in my Amazon storefront. I found the English
Did
version.
you find the English version?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. So I
But
have a
then
storefront.
try to buy it
Okay.
as soon as possible because they're trying to take. Because when I bought mine in French. There were only like 5 copy left.
No, I
In
think I think you guys in America can buy it. It's banned in Europe.
yeah, in Europe is actually banned, I think.
Purchasing it right
Yeah,
now as we speak.
So
yeah.
purchase it before. It's
So
actually a good book.
in Europe you can't buy that anymore. I thought like I searched. I did all the Google search for the English PDF. I couldn't see it. Even on Amazon, I couldn't see the
Yeah,
English.
there's also the other one, uh, Stratégie de chaos et du mensonge. But that one I heard about it, but I mean I heard it's also a good one.
Yeah, and then there's another one of Charles Onana. I think it's Charles Onana or someone else. It's called Éloge du Sang. It has a picture of Kagame on the front page. So yeah, so it's not those things like when you're coming on these lives and you have read those books. It's like it's just you be ahead of most of them, because the thing is there's a lot of fake stories. Like there was one guy that came up with a map. Martin, you remember the guy that came up with a fake
I
map?
know.
Yeah,
But the guy that came
and
up
then
with the
had
fake
piece of
map,
text, like he had piece of text way like just it's like someone that's doesn't even know anything and he's making things up and then he's trying to be smart. So it's like we are fighting a digital war. Like
It's ordered. It's coming.
yes,
yeah,
good.
that's a good move. Like that's something that everyone need to do. Like educate yourself on what's going on.
I have mine, and then I've been spending five
Don't
to
just go
ten
with
minutes
emotions in
reading
this life.
something.
Just sorry.
I said I've been spending 10 to 5 minutes each day reading something about the Eastern, just to kind of educate myself because sometimes when you come and talk to these people and they think that you don't know anything, they're trying to like play Semitism and try to lie
This,
about it.
this one is good too. This one will explain the Rwanda and Uganda debacle that they got themselves in.
What's the title on that?
It's called Another Fine Mess, and it's America, Uganda, and the War on Terror. So it kind of
Another fine
explains
mess.
how Museveni and Kagame came to power, what they did, what their intentions were. So that one's a very good book.
Yeah, and so like guys, I don't know if you guys in the US, since you guys have the English PDF, is there a way that I can get it? Uh, Martin, can you help me get the English? Oh, he's having a call. Anyways, yeah. So Holocaust in Congo, it's a good book for everyone to read and educate because I've seen people that love Congo, but they're joining lives without any knowledge. And then you see someone that doesn't know anything on the other side is kind of winning the argument
Yeah.
simply because they made up a fake story and they're coming up like, I'm like, Congolese
They're
people
ordinary.
need to read and educate
But then the
themselves.
thing is, like, I never listened to their president, but since I've been listening to this guy, I'm like, why people cannot see this guy is actually lying? Like, you can clearly see that he says one thing and then changes it. You can see the truth
Dr.
out of
King,
this man. Yes.
Dr. King, when you try to look at the person when he's speaking, even though it's a lie, I don't know how people believe him.
I don't know.
He has a strategy of speaking. I don't know. I just realized that all the Rwandese has the strategy of speaking that it's easily for people, to feel compassion about them
I mean,
and
they already
Yeah,
have the
easily
yeah.
to
narrative.
accept
They already
whatever
have
they
the
say.
Randy, that's true
narrative.
because one thing that I like about where we are with this war, it's like getting South Africa involved because South Africans are good at that digital war. That
Yep.
especially on Twitter, the fact that their president was attacked, they didn't let anything like allow any kind of those type of nonsense. They were going after them, and the thing is, South Africa is an English-speaking country. Then South Africa is way more than them. So South Africans started understanding the true version of the story. But I had South Africans on a live way. They were like, "Oh, guys, we are confused. We don't know who's telling the truth." So I was like, "Is that comes to what you are saying now? Like they have a way to lie that they can actually convince anyone, like with what they are saying, even if it's not true." So someone asked me, like someone in South Africa asked me, said, "Oh, listen, they are saying this, you guys are saying this. How can we know the truth?" That's the reason why I'm saying people need to read these books because when people are asking for reference, you can actually tell them, go and look up this, go and look up
But
that,
then,
go and
but
see,
then you
see
Salvatore,
this.
I have a
also,
question for you, Salvatore.
Yeah.
Do you think this war lasts for so long because of a miscommunication of the English languages?
I think there's a lot of factors that kind of have to be considered in this. Like, first of all, I think communication, because I remember back in 2015, 14, I was telling a Nigerian person, was it a Nigerian person or Ghanaian person, that, oh, you see, what you think about that president is not true. He was calling me a fool. He was saying, like, that guy took his country out of poverty, out of genocide. Look what he did.
G side, G side.
His country is going to be the Singapore of Africa, blah, blah, blah. You see, it was even impossible to convince anyone
Yeah,
that there's
Salvador,
a,
so sorry. So sorry, I have to interrupt you before you continue. Please
yeah,
also
go.
get the time to read some questions on the comments because there are so many people also on the comments writing the question that they need to be respond.
Okay,
Randy,
I'll
I
be paying
was
attention to
ignoring
that.
it for a reason because my goal today was not to acknowledge the trolls, but I guess I got to.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say? I did not get that.
My goal today was to not acknowledge the trolls. You were here when I was talking about the mines, yes?
No, I wasn't here.
Oh, Salvatore, were you here too?
I came because I joined the live like around I think 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
About
Okay,
15
there's
minutes
two
ago.
Let
people
me
that
break
came
this
here. I
one. This
think they
one
were
to
very.
mention my name, Salvador, for you. Randy, can you ask Salvador where in the UK is based, please? Don't think he's seen my comments. Or that just the country that everybody want to know where you
Where you're
Oh,
located in UK.
all right. So like now I'm in London, but I don't fully live in London. I'm more in the north side. But for the meantime, I'm in London temporary.
Okay. So if you
Yeah.
can get back to the question of communications, because
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was saying. Listen, can you imagine people calling me a fool, telling them that this guy, this president, has built this country with blood and tears of Congolese people?
Mhm.
So, like, imagine me being like, imagine like like, put yourself in my place, Randy. How would you feel if you are telling someone that what you think it's not the truth about this Kagame, like look how Rwanda was built because of looting and this and that and that. Imagine people calling you a fool. People think that you're lying. They don't even want to listen to you.
They
So
don't.
we wasted a lot
But
of years.
the thing is
That
like
was a lot
the
of years.
reason why the
Sorry,
reason
Martin.
why
Let me just finish. Let me just land. So Randy, we wasted a lot of years because of that communication. And I was always saying this, that the English language has an advantage like over French language when it comes to spread news and all
Spreading
that type of
awareness.
thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we had a march in London last Friday in the Rwandan embassy, but the thing is, they had a march on a Friday afternoon when everyone is at work. So that we didn't really get much people, but we had another match last summer where there was a good number of people. So you see, people were stopping by and trying to find out what's going on, and then they were like, "Oh, how come we don't see this in the news?" So if to answer your question, Randy, yes, communication was the biggest problem, because imagine in the center of London. London is a city of 11 million people. I think around 11 million people, and things that are going in Congo, people doesn't even know. People that are not aware of that, and people praise this guy
But let me
and
ask
say,
you this: if it's
mm.
English, that has old as a little debate for long times, but among the people, among the country behind Rwanda, we've seen that most of the people, the majority of the European people or European country, those are the people that have so much hands on what's happening between Rwanda and Congo, compared to other countries like the United States, some other country that speak English. Don't you think that?
So I didn't get your question. I think I missed the point.
The question is, among all the nations that are
Yeah,
behind Rwanda,
yeah.
which country do you consider that has more the highs and the ends over the situation that's happening in Congo?
Okay, I think if with the recent events, for example, the European Union giving Rwanda 20 million or something like that for Rwanda to kind of reinforce equipment and all that for their army. I think France is like, I don't understand. Sometimes the president is going to be nice to French people. I always think France is that one country that will always support Rwanda no matter what.
We speak French too, and there was a lot of March people coming out from France rocking all the streets.
Yeah, and imagine they switch to the English side, but they still have the lead of the Francophone organization.
Yeah.
which
Imagine
doesn't make sense.
they don't even speak English anymore. They don't even speak French anymore, but they are giving them the kind of the lead of the organization for all, like, imagine that doesn't make sense. So I think there's this country, even the UK play a part, because the thing, I don't know if you guys knew, there was a time where refugees had to be sent in Rwanda from the UK because of some reason. And that time, we have teams as well, like that has visit Rwanda on their jerseys and all that type of thing. And then we Congolese marched, we Congolese did a lot of things, but that situation are not changing. Seems like the government just ignored that. And then there was a Congolese lady in, I think, in one university in Scotland. So Scotland is a country. It's like United Kingdom means like it's four countries in one. So there's like Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales and England. So there was a lady from Scotland, Congolese lady, like a university professor in Scotland, that was kind of raising awareness for this, and she almost lost her job. And since then, she doesn't talk about Congo anymore. So can you imagine the impact that these people have on communication? They're even shouting everyone.
But one thing I would say, the POTUS of our country need to do a good job on investing in communication. Because I feel like even though we are a French speaking country, we should actually invest in communication.
Yeah.
Um,
I
it's
agree.
very important, but we somehow don't. But I'm just gonna not talk about it more because this is not the time.
No, no, no. I
Um,
agree with you on the education front. I actually had an opportunity to speak to someone who has an ear to the Minister of Communication. And I kind of said, like, I know that French is our national language, but in this specific time period, it would be really impactful if we're able to push things out through the different ministers' pages in English. and facts. For example, if the Minister of Foreign Affairs can put bullet points that are coming
Exactly.
directly from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, so people have verifiable sources that are coming from the country themselves. But right now, they're not really utilizing social media to their fullest potential. And I've offered to help, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Micheline, questions because I think this question was asked to you this morning. You ignore the question, the person follow you to another live, you ignore the questions, and now I have to ask you the same questions here.
Okay.
The person say, does the country behind Rwanda, are they fighting for Nanga to become a president? Are they fighting because of the land ignoring from the Tutsi that they claiming that the citizen and they need the land? Or are they fighting because of the mineral?
The short answer is the minerals, but how they do that is the other answers. So the short answer is the last one, that they're fighting for the minerals. But in order to get the minerals, they need the land. So they have tried different strategies. They have tried, okay, what if we put someone in power that we can control? They've done that historically with the presidents that we've had before, and it's not working any longer. That's why they're throwing a tantrum. Or they will try to create a scenario in which it is justified for them to invade sovereign land, which is the victimization campaign that we are seeing at this moment.
Okay.
Yeah, they're using that as a fuel to actually
Yeah.
drive the car to actually to help them get to the mine,
So
the mineral.
we know that this has been happening quite a while, but nobody talked to us about what's exactly happened behind of after collecting the mineral. We know that the situation is we are fighting, but once those minerals go to Rwanda, what does it happen exactly? Because we have so many countries right here behind all these things.
Yeah.
Separating it, is it focusing to one country? Is there a strategic way where everybody after the mineral move to Rwanda, they're gonna come in and then they're gonna collect it? That's Rwanda sell it to them. How does these connections happen? But we know that
Randy,
for some reason
Randy,
those countries get those minerals. But how did they get this?
Randy. Sorry, Muisha. I just want to add something on that. Based on your question, yeah, I have a video because I always save these videos for proof when these people come with their kind
Oh,
of stupid
Salvador,
argument.
we need those videos, please.
So there's a video where the president, that Kagame himself, saying that, oh, I know that, like, he's admitting, like, openly that yes, minerals are coming from Congo and they are getting into Rwanda. But why are people not blaming those countries, Russia, USA, European Union? They're just blaming Rwanda. So that's what you were saying, Muisha, that this guy can admit one thing and then said something else. Was it you or Martin who was saying that, and say something else the next day?
Some psychopaths.
Yes, he lies like on. I mean, he lies right on your face. Like literally, you can be like, listen, you just told me something else a minute ago, and then now you're switching the narrative. You
Well,
know,
one
and then
thing that you
like
guys have to remember is that Kagame was trained by the CIA. That's a verifiable fact for all of you who are going to sound off in the comments.
Wait,
You can look
they
at
train them how to lie or what?
and then the one
They
question
train
that's
them how to
funny.
lie.
So when they asked him, they said, "Well, are your troops in Congolese soil?" That answer is just legendary. He says, "I don't know."
And the other thing about
Like
that video, it's like
that.
everyone on the comment section on that video are saying, show us the mines. Show us. They're telling the journalists, don't leave Rwanda before seeing those mines. You know, go like, if you go back, if you go to the page, the TikTok page of that journalist, I forgot the name. Like, every comment saying, can tell Kagame to show us the mines, because he said that yes, Rwanda has mines and all that thing. And then that's the reason why I like the guy that was here before us. Was it King something? He was saying you can trade something without having it. It's like Switzerland and Belgium. They're the number one export of chocolate, but they don't even have any farm,
Yeah.
even a square meter farm of cacao. We don't have that. but they're number one when it comes to trade of chocolate. Like if you go to Switzerland, or Belgium, that's where you have the chocolate factories, like the best chocolate factories of the world, but they don't have cacao. So it's like, yeah, you can trade something, or you can have something, you can export something as a finished product,
Actually,
but that doesn't mean that that thing came from like your country, you know.
Actually,
Randy,
sorry, I have to interrupt you because I stopped Salvatore in the middle of the explaining to people what exactly Rwanda, what's happened in Rwanda when they collect those minerals. You said
I
you watched
wanna,
the
I
video
wanna.
and you wanted to
You
know.
know, can you please answer this question here? I mean the statement that was made, as if the mineral that we have in Congo has only one destination only, which is Rwanda. We can actually export this from Congo. And I'm pretty sure if we all know, because this person is saying we have to go educate ourselves, as if he's actually educated, because if he was educated, he would know that Goma itself has an airport that can actually export things out. And I believe France is actually getting his hands into this because they're trying to make some deal where they can actually have things leave from Congo instead of leave from Rwanda. But that one is still to verify. So yes, we do have an airport from Goma, and Goma is Congo. So I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter if it's connected to Kinshasa by road or not. It's Congo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Randy, before he responds to you, I just kind of want to give you a recap of what we were talking about before you hopped on. I started today with smoke, for example. I was just I asked all the Rwandese people who wanted to come on my live that I had one question for them. And it was, how do I locate the mines that you have in Rwanda? Show me where they are on the map. And not one person was able to show me where a mine was in Rwanda. They were able to show me where refineries were, which is where the minerals are processed. They were able to show me where the mining board is. They were able to show me where the business offices are, but no, not one person was able to show me where the mines are. We did find one person who showed me where a mine was, but it was not a coltan mine. It was a mine for sapphires. And so by baiting them into that situation, they had to essentially admit that when the minerals come from Congo, what happens is they go through the process of refining and being packaged and being sold from Rwanda. That is why Rwanda is the biggest exporter of these minerals, because they're coming to them and then they're the ones exporting it. They could be exporting it to different countries who are purchasing it. They could have contracts with different countries to just be refining it. So maybe the minerals that are being looted are, allocated to a specific country, and then they refine it for them and ship it off to them because they're taking a cut. There's so many different ways and scenarios in which this could be happening. But essentially, the minerals are coming from Congo. They're passing through Rwanda, getting refined, and then they're exiting through Rwanda and helping Rwanda's um, GDP, essentially.
So, um, the level of negotiation so that all those countries can pass through us without passing behind Rwanda. What should be the best solution for this?
I'm trying to look for what the name of that agreement was, but they're trying to kill a deal right now for a railway to go from that region all the way to the other side so that it can get exported.
is
I
that the Lobito
Yes,
deal?
yes.
Yeah, the one
When
that
did
goes
television
out
deal come
from,
out?
huh?
I was not aware about this. When did it come out?
Lobito. It's the one the railroad that starts from Katanga, and then it goes all the way through Angola to the port of Lobito.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we have this Lobito operational, so there's a change that the war will automatically officially stop,
No,
and those people will trust they deal with us directly.
it's not gonna stop the war, I don't think. I think what
Why?
it will do is it will force the minerals to have a different exit point, so we will have a little bit more control over that. And I think that it would kind of invalidate the reason for any other external troops being there.
So the points of the fact that it's not going to stop the war, you did not mention it. Why is not going to stop the war? Since the purpose of those people is to
Moisha, would you like to Google this mine, please?
I'm doing that right now. You just
Okay.
wananyoshiza lukuta.
No,
Deuxième
we're
one.
like the only thing that
Deuxième one.
Moisha has been doing is Googling everything that they throw at us. So that's we're not lying. Everything is out there, you know. Mutukuta studied an engineer. He's from the university. They're actually special. They specialize in mining, and he told us the truth here.
Talking about refineries, like, why did you guys build a refinery when you don't have anything?
exactly.
So when imagine if we build a wall in borders and then you guys don't get anything. So how are your refineries going to function then?
Salvatore, oyo moko oyebi ke makambo ekomi makasi we parce que biloko banda obima lisusu te. So nothing was that. It was not flowing as it
Yeah,
used to.
you know the guy that
So
got
that's part of
arrested.
the reason why we have all
You
this
know,
right now.
you know the guy that
We're
got
not gonna get
arrested,
into it.
Mwanga Chuchu. You know Mwanga Chuchu that got arrested. He was the biggest boss of exporting that materials to their country. So when he got arrested, that's when things became hard for them.
I have the
Where was
updates
he
for you.
arrested? Which country?
Hold on. It
Okay,
is
hold on.
it is in Rwanda, but at face value they're saying it's a mine. And then when you go to their page, it says that they only process materials. So
So it's a
it's
refinery.
a refinery. It's not a mine.
It's a refinery. It's not the mine. So
That's a
you see,
refinery.
we're here. Even Google is telling the truth. You guys are trying to. I don't know if you guys are just like born to lie. Just accept the fact that it's not. You guys don't have it. It's not going to kill you. You're not
Actually,
going to die.
I
Processes
think
up to 50 tons of coltan per hour using modern equipment and innovative solutions. It has nothing to do with that material is sourced in that place.
I think the person that comment, first of all, he doesn't know the difference between a refinery and a mine. So
And the
maybe
mine site. Yeah.
maybe they should educate themselves first, knowing what is what, and then they can come and comment. Because when you're commenting a lot of nonsense, you're not doing yourself a favor. You're just making yourself look more dumb.
Let's talk about it. Let's educate people. So a lot of resources are found in the ground and in their natural state. They are attached to dirt, to a lot of other things that we don't need. So to
Yeah, a
get
lot of
mineral,
impurities. Yeah.
get a mineral in its purest state, you have to refine it. And there's different ways of refining things. Gold, for example, you will burn it until you burn off everything in the gold and it's pure gold. I'm not privy to how coltan is refined if one of you wants to take that, but essentially they have to take the ores or the natural state of the coltan, move it to that area and then refine it to get the finished product of what they need.
So in simple words, it's just like when you have let's say I'll give an example. I'll just take a basic example. Let's say you have potatoes. So potatoes in the garden is like a mine. It's like that's where you get it like from the ground, and then you won't eat it straight like that. You need to go and wash it and cook it and then make chips, and then that's the chips will be the finished product, and that's what it is with the mines as well. So at the garden is like you have to dig to get it. So at the mines you need to dig the mines to find to find to find the product, and then you go clean it and make it a finished product, because it's not like things when it's taken off the ground, the value is less than the finished product. So for that to be sold, it always has to be sold as a finished product. That's why sometimes countries that have some countries, I know there's a country, is it Thailand or Singapore? They have a lot of mines for a lot of minerals that we have in Congo, and they make more money because they are selling the finished product. We are selling the raw materials. So selling
Yeah.
material off the ground doesn't really have much value.
I think the only country so far in Africa that sort of like sell the finished product of their mine of the goods the resource is actually I think Botswana with their gold. I mean with the diamond, if I believe so.
Yeah, yeah, but Botswana's economy relies heavily on their
Yeah,
On
diamonds,
that,
next
and
and
there is
then
Namibia. Is Botswana?
Botswana, yes.
Okay.
Botswana is actually one of the countries that sells the finished product of their resource, which is diamond. And then I've went to school in medical school with a lot of people from Botswana, and their that money is paying for their school. They don't
yeah,
pay a
yeah, you
dime.
have
I'm
them
telling you,
everywhere. Even here in
they
the
don't
UK,
pay a
they come for
dime.
medical school.
You say what?
They do the same in the UK. They are coming for medical school paid by the
Yes,
government
their
everywhere.
government is actually paying a lot of their because the thing is like they don't really have doctors. They don't have a lot of doctors. They're investing more into that area so they can actually push to have more doctors. And there's a lot of Congolese who actually are doctors there, and I know
Yeah,
about like 5 or 10. And the people that I was going to school with, they were telling me about. It's like, oh, you Congolese! Oh my God, you guys are actually doctors in Botswana. And I said, well, Congo form they actually form a lot of doctors, and there's actually a lot of doctors from Congo in South Africa as well, and there's a few that moved in the United States here as well too. So
yeah, I know. I know. Botswana is like as big as, I would say it's like 1/4 of Congo. That's the size of Botswana, but they only have 2 million in population, so they have a lot of free spaces, and that's why the country makes money
Issue.
can
diamond.
someone ask? Can someone answer this question? Because I feel like some people want to justify the reason of doing wrong.
I was just
So
gonna get there. The one
okay,
about
thank
South
you.
Africa?
Yes.
Yeah. So someone's asking in the questions, how much minerals South Africa gets from Congo? Why is it not an issue? There's a difference in having an agreement with someone, a trade agreement, even if it's a bad agreement, like we have with the Chinese up north in Katanga. It's an agreement. We don't
You
have an
sign
agreement with
papers.
Rwanda. Rwanda is just taking it. So we are getting nothing from it. One. Two, we are losing lives because of it. South Africa may have a deal with us where they are getting the minerals legally.
They sign papers with us.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation. At least we think it's a win-win situation. So if that's so, I believe you need to talk to your government so they can actually make a deal and then leave us alone. Take their troop out of our country, please. But
Yeah.
that thing will be resolved once for all. Don't worry. I know for sure.
I
They're
agree. I
gonna
think
deal with
we're
this.
getting to a position now where things are going to get better. I have to go to bed early today. I feel like a zombie because I've been on live day and night fighting people. So I don't think I can stay up late tonight, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The last live where I saw you, that was like 10 hours ago because I slept and wake up and you still on. So that was a
That's
long
why I
time.
always tell her, can you leave those live a little bit earlier, take a nap, cook
No,
your meal, and then come back here and
Randy,
be fun?
today they were pissing me off. I was on so many lives today just yelling at Congolese people today because it's like we need to get on the same page. I was so pissed off today. But
I mean, you would because that's the thing. Even when it comes down to the community that lives in our country, like people are very very more. I understand
hmm
you just have to control the emotion and then
Yeah, yeah.
run with the motion.
It's so
So
sensitive, the
control it
situation.
and run with it. So
you gotta
don't
you
get
gotta
carried out.
channel it into positive, you know?
Channel it in the positive motion. So
Exactly.
like
Those issues so sensitive,
motion
bro.
and then channel it in the positive motion, and that's going to do something. And I understand, like that's the thing. We're very
Emotional.
easy we're very emotional, and then things like we see it and we act.
Mm-hmm.
So
I saw a live before coming here. They start cursing at each other, even Congolese between them, because of a
that we
misunderstanding.
just curse each other like crazy. And then
It's
imagine if
it's easy
you're
for
not
Congolese to
Congolese.
get mad and emotional. Can you
Yeah.
take at least one question before you go to bed?
All right, one more.
Ah, finally. Hey, I've always wanted to know how does how Rwanda strategic works. Like someone was talking about Bunagana. Is it like they come to a village where there's mineral, they fight all of the people from that village and they take possession of the village and then they move to another's? Or how does it function automatically? Because some
Pretty
people
much.
are saying this place is already taken. This place is already taken. We are not even aware about this.
Have you seen Avatar?
No.
Hmm. Yeah, essentially, it's the same way the colonizers work. They come to an area. If they know that it has minerals, it's like, all right, everybody else needs to get out of here.
Wait. The avatar that you're talking about, where everybody get together, the Wakanda, everybody, all those pictures
No,
get together.
Avatar was who's the director? James Cameron movie.
Is that the blue people?
Yeah, the blue people.
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it. I will. Mr. Pittis.
Whether he will admit it or not, James Cameron just used the conflict in Congo to write Avatar because it's like literally the situation. But anyways, they will come to a land, exploit the resources by kicking people off the land. So my family, for example, I am a Nande. I my family primarily sits all along that northern region of Congo that borders with both Uganda and Rwanda, around there. So all the way up from Oicha down, and then if you go even more internal to Butembo. When they find out that these lands have resources on them, what they'll do is they'll come as a force and they will just unalive anyone in sight. And those that surrender or those that don't get unalived will become forced laborers.
Wow. 21st century.
Yeah. And that's literally how they do it.
And then what happened next? They move to another one?
Yeah, they just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Wherever they want to go, that's what they do. And then they'll take the neighboring areas, since one area becomes like a place for them to exploit. The neighboring areas or the neighboring villages become where they want to live. So then that's how people get affected and affected. For example, in one of the areas that my family lives, I can't remember the name of the village, but they took one area, Benny. In Benny, they take Benny, right? They want Benny. They want to exploit the surrounding areas of Benny. So they're exploiting the outskirts of Benny, but the city of Benny, they want to control it and they want to use that as their place to live. So right now in Goma, for example, I was talking to my cousin this morning, actually, because they finally have service back. And she said they've started to steal cars.
Oh, to take it back to Rwanda.
Yes, they've started to
Those
steal
people don't
cars.
even have a car.
Don't tell me they're stealing cars. They're
Yeah,
supposed to
they are
be a
looting
rich
Ah,
country.
everything. Like they can come to your house.
Be a
I have
rich
relatives
country,
in Goma
right?
as well.
Exactly.
I have relatives in Goma. They were telling us that they can just, since they took over the city, they can just come to your house and search. Let's say you have money, anything valuable, they'll just take it, like, and you can't resist.
Exactly. So
They are
right
lit.
now,
I
she
thought
was
they came for
saying
peace.
exactly. They came for peace. But right now, what she's saying is anybody who's in Centreville, like in the center of the city, is like target number one right now. But they've already taken everybody's cars in the center of the city, and they're slowly working their way out. So she was saying that she texts with her friends that live in all different
So the
cities.
car are getting shipped to Rwanda to do what? Oh, Jesus Christ.
They want to use them. They use them to continue transporting themselves and all that stuff because you have to remember they were going through a battle too. They lost equipment too. So now they're just going to take
So
the
whatever they ask
cars
for,
and the
cessez-le-feu is actually to try to what, equip themselves.
it's two things. It's to equip themselves and it's to immobilize people so people can't get away.
So they're holding the town hostage.
Essentially. Because if they have a mass migration of people trying to leave, what it's going to tell the world is that people don't want to be there. But they're trying to tell the world that people want to be there, they're happy. Even the borders, because they're controlling the borders at that time, they're doing border interviews that are super extensive. And when they don't like the answers, they're just unaliving people. You
Yeah.
can't leave.
M23, the fighter of freedom,
Yeah.
eh? Is that what you guys are doing? Shame on you guys.
Yeah.
So today, if we wanna push them back, how many places they already taken? And if we want to take them out of Congo completely, is it something that may happen? Couple more days, couple more months, or we still have a lot of work to do?
Word on the street is there's a counterattack coming, but I think that what's happening is we're trying to figure out how to do that without hurting the people, which is
Exactly.
which is which is the challenging part. The whole reason for the surrender was because he didn't want any more bloodshed of the people, and so that's the logistical. Right there.
I mean, the only way to do that, it's have you guys ever heard of guerrilla warfare?
Yes.
That's the only way to do that. It's like sending a lot of infiltrators and attacking them one by one when they're isolated. Like it's a, so otherwise, like having a war in a city. Do you know what happened when Jean-Pierre Mbemba in 2006 was fighting Kabila and that? Like they did that in Kisangani. Like Rwandan, Ugandan army actually fought in Kisangani, and in a city, it's a very bad place because it's there's a lot of collateral damages. So
Yeah.
so that's the thing, but I think what annoys me the most when it comes to this is that you have the international community that says we condemn, but there is no action of sanction or anything like that. Just like we condemn, but no action. I was even surprised. Like you see, even countries like China and Russia, especially China. China benefits a lot from Congo, but still couldn't vote for sanctions like Rwandan sanction. So it's really, we are in a sad situation. Like So leaks, we have a lot of them in the comment. I don't know why not blocking these people in the comment, like that person Lily or whatever. These people promote hate and they feel like it's normal for them to just say things like that.
Concerning,
That just describe who you are, Lily. If you think you are smart or anything, you're not smart. You're just describing yourself. You're just describing who you are. Because I know that you guys have a culture of killing. We don't have that culture of blood.
yeah,
We welcome everybody. Everyone is welcome in Congo. Angolians are welcome. If you go to every borders of Congo, people are crossing border and they are peaceful. You have Zambian crossing borders in Congo on the Katanga side. You have Angolan. You have Congo Brazzaville crossing border every day and claiming to be Congo. You have, on the other side, you have Tanzanian as well crossing our borders. But the thing is, like, because we are welcoming and we show a lot of hospitality, and people are taking advantage of us, like by doing what they are doing. I think we need to be strict when it comes to letting people in.
that's right. That's right. You see now, you want to go to bed where we have a lot of questions.
I have to go to bed as well too because it's midnight and I gotta
No,
wake up early and go to sleep.
it's
I'm in
half
I'm in
six
the
for me.
Midwest, so right now in the Midwest it's almost 1 in 30 minutes
Yeah.
or so.
So
Yeah,
I'm going
it's half one. It's half one. I'm getting ready for work. It's a different situation from you guys. Like it's half six. Sorry, I'm saying it's half six, and I'm getting ready for work. Like that's me starting my day.
Oh my goodness. Well, have a good day. You're in the future for me. I'm not even in tomorrow yet. So.
I was laughing. There was a girl. There was a girl in America that did a video. A white girl that did a video and saying, "Oh, the UK are 6 hours ahead of us. They can just tell us the future."
Literally.
Seriously, you can search that on TikTok. Like the video went viral. Said that the UK are 6 hours ahead of us. Why can they not just tell us the future?
But
I'm
honestly.
telling you, you guys have to tell us how. the day looks like already.
Yeah. Like, is it a good day? Is it a bad day? Should I stay in bed? Should I get up? What do
Oh
I
my
do?
God, that's a hard question to answer because I can't even predict the future myself. So I think that's just American. You know, sometimes in Europe we say, "Do you guys have schools in America?" Because of things like that.
I think Americans, we just don't take things seriously ever. We're just
We
too.
don't take things serious. I mean,
No,
he could
no.
just be joking like that. It's nothing to
Especially
be
when it
honest.
comes to geography, like Americans are so bad when it comes to geography. Like you can ask them about a flag or a map, even a flag that's well known. And I know, like you guys usually you think that Europe is one country. I mean, for some of America, not everyone, but some Americans think
No,
that Europe is one
on that
country.
matter, Americans are very close-minded. They're very into themselves, and that's why you see how selfish they are in way like how they always pressure the government like you guys think about us, not the other people, us first, because that's how they are. They think about themselves, but then they don't even look into looking looking far further to understand like sometimes the wealth of this country come outside of the United States. They don't understand that part. Because
Yeah.
if you come and tell them like, oh well, America is behind this whole thing, and they'll ask you, well, you have any proof? How? Like we don't have our troop over there. So like they're very
That is
like
a good question.
close-minded. So they will not be able to like agree with you.
Right.
No, that will close out the night. So
Yeah, I was just gonna respond to Prophet Mike. This isn't, he said this is not a war. They're fighting us and we're doing literally nothing. Come back tomorrow and I'll tell you my thoughts on that. Because I think that we're doing a lot of things. It's just not the things that you want us to be doing.
there's a lot of strategic that need to be take place, make put in
Yeah.
place. There.
We're laying the bricks down before we build the house right now. We're no, that's not a
Uh,
good reference. We're laying
No,
the
we're laying the
Randy,
foundation
Let's
Randy,
before we can. We're laying the
listen.
foundation.
Randy, like I'll follow you. If you follow me back, I'll send you like videos.
Oh,
But
definitely,
today I'll
definitely.
publish the video of Kagame's speech when he was mentioning about how those mines come to Rwanda, but they don't stay in Rwanda. I'll publish that on my page today.
Yeah, I would love to look at that one because um, I have some friends, American friends, who were asking me. Uh, I was explaining to them during the conversation that how the things has to go to Rwanda, but they were asking me like, are all those countries? Because I know that if let let's think about it this way, like all the country come in the same time to collect those material. For some reason, there will be a confusion, or they're gonna fight each other. So she wanted to know what's happened when the things get to Rwanda. But yeah, definitely send me that. I'll go look at it. Now we're reading a lot of article. We trying to learn everything. Now I'm learning what the mineral is able to do, so that I can know how powerful we are. First of all, we need to recognize how powerful Congolese are and how we make all those countries survive because they cannot live without us.
agreed.
Yeah, I mean, like I recommend those two books that I told Muisa. So the first one, Holocaust in Congo, and the Éloge du Sang, and Opération Turquoise.
Mhm.
So Operation Turquoise, like that's where you read like you that helps you understand the involvement of France into that fake genocide and how that was exported into Congo.
Mhm.
So it's yeah, read those books. Like I was actually looking for the English PDF version of it. The book is bound in Europe because Rwanda took that guy Shalom in court for the book to get banned because the book was stating a lot of facts. So it was like putting one in a bad position. When the more people read the book, the more Rwanda feels like they're in a bad position. So the book got banned because of that. And yeah, but like apparently in America, you guys can still buy it. Like Moisha just bought it like while we're online. Like so,
Okay.
I highly recommend that you go and read that book.
Please, can you just type for me as soon as, because I'm accepting your friend request and I'll send you my. I just want all those books names. So that
Yeah. Oh,
thank
yeah.
you.
I'll send them to you. I'll send them to you. But did you read the rapport mapping first? I would recommend you start with rapport mapping,
Yeah.
and then after that you go to Holocaust. I don't know if you should go to the Operation Turquoise first or Holocaust in Congo first. And then, Eloge Duson actually just talk about how the guy used the strategy and used the media to publish, like to do a fake publicity of him being the guy that developed this country from poverty, from genocide to what they are now. Yeah, so I'll send you all those titles, those book titles, so you can read them, because I was telling everyone on this live that people need to read. The thing is, people join lives, but they don't even know what's going on in Congo. So they can face someone that's lying completely from the other side, and that person, even though that person is lying, they just know how to manipulate people and argue, and they can end up making things look like it's correct from what they are saying. You know. But when you read these books, you kind of you keep the references, because like Holocaust in Congo, it's like you can actually, there's references, like there's like it's going to tell you, go look this document up, go look this article up, go look this, go look that. Like, so it's a good thing to have those knowledge, so that when you go on these lives, and you can actually have a good sense of what's going on.
Agreed. Well, thank you both. I will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
All right, yeah, I have to get my day started and get into the shower and go to work. And yeah, I think yeah, so which means like in 12 hours, which means around 6, that's when I'll be back to these lives, and that'll be evening time, this time of the this European time. I don't know, that'll probably be morning or afternoon time your side.
Okay, we may run into each other. So
Yeah.
we'll talk.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks everyone, and talk to you later.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.